You want to talk about that?
Well, we can. We can talk about it. I think, it's... I don't know if it's particularly interesting. We can always remove it later, too. My last YouTube video I did for the Blair Witch, which I had fun making and doing, it kind of didn't work out too well. And the main thing, I think, was first of all, the compression on YouTube sucked. It looks like trash.
Did you download your VOD or did you record from...
I downloaded the VOD.
Yeah. So it's double compressed.
It's double compressed. So some of it looks fine, but the really dark parts, man, oh man, it looks like just absolute garbage. It ended up being a little more reactionary than a sort of let's play. Not that I was really going for that either. I had fun making it, sort of. It was a learning experience. I have part 2 kind of ready to go. I don't know if we'll bother with part 2. I may just not do any of the editing with the sound and stuff like that and just put it up just to get it out there, but it kind of fell flat anyways. Not that I was expecting the world to be set on fire by it or anything like that, but when I went and watched the premiere, I was like, this looks like just garbage. It looks so bad. The editing I thought was fine, but it was just like the compression. It was like, oh my god, you can't even tell what's going on here.
Yeah, it's a really dark game.
Oh god.
Double compression didn't do it any good.
God.
That's for sure.
It looks so bad, so live and learn from that. I learned a lot doing that anyways.
Yeah. There was a lot of editing involved in
oh
that,
my
sure.
god.
For sure.
Well, first thing was I watched the VOD in real time for 4 hours to clip out stuff. And then I had my clip down section that was still like an hour. So I watched it again. And then halfway through, I was watching another streamer and she was editing a video and she increased the video playback speed. And I was like, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I think about doing that? So then it went way faster the second time through, but, and then I did a third time to trim it down even more. I think it could have been good, but it just kind of didn't come together in the end the way I would like.
Yeah, I think if you had done a little bit more let's play and a little bit less.
Yes. Well, and then the other thing too is like I noticed I say Jesus Christ a lot.
You say Jesus Christ a lot
in that game a lot. And I was like, wow, I need to say something different. So that's like that's not like a conscious thing though. You can't really be like, okay, when I'm scared I can't say that.
You're right.
It's just what comes out naturally. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to break that, but yeah, when I was watching the playback, I was like, holy crap, man. That's crazy. So
yeah, I think that it started out good because there was storyline. I got to learn a little bit more about what the game was, but then it was just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare and
it
like
should have
creepy
been less
moments.
of that.
Yeah. I mean, there was some good stuff in there, but I think if you had not used the full stream hours or whatever, how many hours did you use to put into that clip?
That was like half of the stream, so 2 hours.
Yeah, I think maybe if you had just cut it down to the 1 hour, looked at the 1 hour, and see if you could make a 10-minute video where we could actually see what the game was like.
I could have for sure, but I was like, when I first started it, I was like, okay, I'll make a video, one video. And then I should have just, when I was down to an hour, maybe whittled that down into multiple videos there.
Yeah.
But I got it down to the hour. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I gotta do 4 videos, I gotta do 3 videos. It was just like, I think there's some stuff here to make a video. And then it was like, okay, I got enough to do 2 videos here. And there's a perfect split point in the middle where it's like, I got to the house.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good part to switch it off, do a halfway point, and then continue on. But yeah, you're right. It definitely was a little too much of the... If that's what the video was supposed to be, then that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But there's a few other things, too, that I would like to do differently. Like, that one had all the stupid overlay for latest follower and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. My camera was not too optimum there. It was a little too big of showing just empty room, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Lots to learn, lots to look at.
If you strip out all the overlays and all that, you did a good job of not putting in anything where you're talking too much to chat.
I removed all that intentionally. I wanted to get rid of that because You can't be... It's like, what would that mean if I said something in reply to the chat? There was a few that left in, but there was like...
Yeah, they made sense, though.
Yeah, I had to remove a lot of that because it was just like, well, they're not going to know what was said in the chat, so it'll make no sense.
I think if you're going to do something where you're talking to chat, you got to have that chat window open.
Yes, absolutely. So I got to figure out, apparently there's some sort of setting in OBS to make it so when you record while you're streaming, it will not have the overlay and stuff like that. I don't know how to get it working properly.
Oh, yeah. You can pick which elements get recorded.
I tried to do that, but it didn't work.
Oh.
And it also, same thing with the audio. You can record it on separate tracks. But when I set it up, it wasn't actually sending the game audio to the stream.
Oh.
It was recording it.
But not sending it to the stream. That's
because the end of the stream, I was like, Brother Holmes was there, and I was like, did you listen to the end of the podcast? And I was like, you got to hear it. So I was like, let me play it. And it was the part where we did his outro music. And I'm like vibing to the music I put in, and they're just like, we don't hear anything. And I'm like, I'm playing it. They're like, and then I'm like, are they screwing with me? But it was because I had set it up to record the audio on a separate track, but it wasn't sending it through. So I gotta sit down and try to figure out exactly what's going on there. But yeah, lots to learn anyway. Still.
Should we take a quick break and then move into our last little section?
Which segment is that?
Well, we'll move into Weebus Plebus.
Weebus Plebus. Sure.
Let's take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll do Weebus Plebus.
Oh my God.